Well, I guess a guy must feel very, very happy at the moment. That's probably the greatest understatement of today is Wyn Percy. Wyn can hear us in the pits. Is that right, Wyn?
Yes, I can hear you.
Just speak up a little bit. Would you like to talk to your driver and bring in all of our viewers to the little conversation? Take it away.
Okay, Mike. Can you hear me, Gricey?
Yes, Wyn, I got you.
You're doing a grand job, buddy. I can't quite believe it.
Not over yet, mate. We've got a few laps to go yet.
I know there is, buddy. There's 11 to go. We're just keeping our fingers crossed for you, but it looks pretty good.
Okay, I'm sort of trying to keep that gap at the moment, keep the revs down as well. We've certainly got enough fuel to get home, but Wally just wants to make sure, so I brought those revs down to 7.2, as you can see, and that'll save us a lot of fuel. So I guess we'll get in a way heavy there, Wyn.
For an old guy, you're doing pretty well, mate. I tell you what, this team manager's job's worse than ever driving a motor car. Keep it up, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Okay, Wyn.
Thank you, Wyn. Thank you, Alan. So Grice heads up to BP Cutting. Webbing riding around with him, so you can follow his style, just how smooth he is. Track very, very greasy.
You can see a lot of the feedback through the wheel. This car doesn't run power steering, they run manual steering on it. And with the big 10-inch tyres on the front, it really does fight the drive. It's an incredibly heavy car to drive through the steering. But once you sort of get it up on top of the springs and everything, it's working like that. And I think with the amount of drilling that's going through Grice at the moment, it wouldn't matter if it's a 10-ton truck, you'd be driving it the same way.
I think you're right somehow.
Geez, he's driving it down the hill here, back through to third, back to second around the hill. He was to jump off the top into third now.
Come on, Smithy, talk us around a lap with
Grice.
Grice.
Just hold it and be back to second for the Forest Elbow. Turn it in. Car, well, it's still slippery there because the car was understeering out wide. He's in third, fourth. You can hear the gears screaming. He's away down the chute now. Over the right here, the car flare over the humps as it gets over. The car gets very light and starts to walk over the humps. He just goes through the kink without a little lift off, not really braking that hard. Pulling it back from about 290 k's down through the gears back to second. You can bang through the gears. The straight cut gears tend to scream and moan a lot. I suppose they all do. Back to third, back to second. Turn it in now for pit straight. Just misses the curve. On the curve on the exit, just holding on to it. He's using 7.2 now. He's pulled it back from 8 just to try and save some fuel. Back to third, back to second again. Back up to Mountain Straight. It's a pretty quick lap with Gricey.
Thanks to our Dunlop race cam now, we take it out of the front bumper, John.
Yeah. It's sort of like a hanging right down the front of the car. Cars tend to lift off and fly over both humps coming up and down the mountain. It's back to third. We should be third through here. The car drops off, actually the circuit drops off camber just there where you run over the camera. And it gets very taily and light. Just a dab on the brakes and then back to second again for the cutting here. In close to the wall and out wide. See the 7 helicopter following that around there. Geez, he's really using all the road.
A few drops of rain appearing on the screen there.
I guarantee you, even if Paul did catch up to him somewhere, he'd have hell's problem trying to get past him. I reckon Grice can make a car about 20 feet wide if he wants to.
And of course, not only is it a red letter day for Allan Grice and for Holden, they also have a second car that is running so strongly here.